I just watched Peter Pan and Wendy on Disney Plus. So this is my review of the film. Is it good? I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also. Share with friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or a comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. If you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel and you will become a fan. Hope so. Peter Pan and Wendy. Of course, there's going to be spoilers here. So if you don't want to hear no spoilers, then click away and go watch something else. Go watch some of my past videos, or go watch somebody else on YouTube. Because it's going to be hard to talk about this movie and not talk about spoilers. So, hope you understand that. Now, this movie was starting off pretty much like the original cartoon is what it was kind of starting off as. Where Wendy and Michael and her other brother and Mr. Bear, you know, the teddy bear that he carries around, if you ever saw the original film. And this also became its own movie as well. I would say it's more loosely based off of the original movie, but it also its own thing, which is not a bad thing. Because and then Peter Pan shows up, and Wendy's mother is wanting Wendy to grow up and stuff, and Peter Pan shows up and he has to find his shadow. He struggles with getting his shadow, and Wendy gives him a kiss, one of those needle sewing things. That's what they call a kiss in the original Peter Pan and some of the other live action movies that they've done about Peter Pan. I don't know what that thing is called. You could stick it on your finger. I guess you use it to sew with, I guess. And so once they leave the real world, and Peter and Tinkerbell and all of them fly off, and they leave London and they go to Neverland, and you get to meet Captain Hook and the Lost Boys. And Tiger Lily was actually played by a real native Indian, which is very, very cool that they actually did that. And I thought she did a very good job playing as Tiger Lily. And also how this became its own thing as well. I'm not sure if this was ever done in the cartoons or not, but I'm not sure. But Captain Hook's real name is James. And Peter Pan, I guess his name has always been Peter Pan. I'm not sure. But, so James / Captain Hook and Peter Pan used to be the best friends. And they lived in Neverland, and they were friends and stuff. They played hide and seek and all that stuff. And Captain Hook missed his mother, and he went back home, came back to Neverland. He was all grown up, and he became evil. And eventually, Peter Pan took his hand off and fed it to the crocodile. Now, you didn't see all this in this movie, but it was told. So, it was really, really good movie. It also was like Peter Pan had died after Hook and Peter had fought. And, of course, Tiger Lily was able to bring Peter Pan back. And you got to see Hook have a more emotional, human, lighter side to him, just a little bit. You got to see that he really missed his mother, and the reason why all that got jarred in his head is because Wendy was singing a lullaby that her mother had sang to her and her brothers in the real world, and it was just really, really good. And Peter had to basically not necessarily learn how to fly again after he came back from being dead, but Wendy, you have to think happy thoughts in order to fly, and Wendy got to fly around and be a hero in this final battle, and Hook's ship was actually flying, the whole entire ship. And I think I remember in one of the cartoon movies, it might have been a sequel to the original cartoon, where the ship did fly, I think, if I can remember correctly, in that cartoon. So in this movie, the entire Captain Hook ship flew, and his crew was on it, and they had their final battle on there. And it's just, I'm just going to keep saying it. This movie was really good, and there was a point where Captain Hook fell off of the ship when him and Peter Pan had their final battle, and Peter had apologized to James because they had an argument, basically, or a fight in the past when they were younger, before all that stuff went down, before he became Captain Hook. So Peter apologized for that, and Hook fell into the water, and his hand fell off. His Hook hand, and we thought that he was dead too. But and of course, Wendy and the Lost Boys and her brothers all went back home on the pirate ship, still flying back to the real world. And of course, we didn't get to see too much more dealing with the Lost Boys, but I would imagine that Wendy's mother probably took them all in to care for them. I would imagine so. And then it was, I don't want to tell every single detail of this movie, but Peter Pan left Wendy and the Lost Boys back in London, in the real world, which is London, and Peter went back on to the pirate ship and left London flying on it, went back to Neverland, and Captain Hook came out of the water with Smee, and they were still alive. And of course, the crocodile was in the film, and Captain Hook's problem with clocks was also mentioned in the film, because he destroyed one of them because it was ticking. He can't stand clocks. And I think that's all I'm going to say about this movie. I highly recommend checking it out if you have Disney Plus. I don't know if we'll get a sequel or not, but the way that they left it hanging, they could do a sequel. I wouldn't mind seeing one. This was really, really good. Peter and Wendy on Disney Plus. It was good. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. Like I said, it was loosely based off of the original cartoon, and it became its own thing, and it was good. I enjoyed it. It was really, really good. Please let me know down in the comments, have you seen this movie? I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're a fan of Peter Pan. And if you have Disney Plus as well, it's good. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.